In the school box, there's a story booklet. Because actually, whilst, yes, we're playing games to improve reading, and that's terribly important, but actually we want to lead them into reading text. So in the school boxes, there is a story booklet with 20 stories in the one booklet. 2 stories at each stage. They are compatible, decodable stories according to the stage that you're on with your student. So if we have a look at this, for instance, here we have stage 11, which is the C sounding S, or the soft C. The corresponding booklet here we have, which is the monitoring booklet for tracking the progress of each of our students, has a corresponding story, same story. So here we have it. The student will read the story to whoever it is, the assistant or the teacher. What's happening is 3 things with this. The student reads a story from this booklet, and then the teacher, the assistant, whoever's doing it, will then follow. So if the student reads, Police Officer Lawrence calculated the notice, then what you would do is you would record a K under here to show that they didn't use their soft C, and you would write the under here to show that they had actually used the instead of A. So at the end of that, you've got a diagnostic recall as to exactly what the student's done and been able to achieve. You've also timed them, and that's important. So you time them all the way through the story, so you go right the way through to the end. And that gives you a fluency measure. And that's really important as well, because actually you could say, do you know, last time you took 5 minutes to read that story, which was a couple of months ago, now you've read it again, and you've read it in 3 minutes 20. Now that is fantastic, because that student and I and the parent will all know that they've made progress, they are more fluent. And that gives us the lift we need to know that progress is being made. So diagnostic recall, very important, to know how to help them to progress. Fluency measure, very important, to know how they're getting on. And the third thing, each one of these stories is exactly 50 words. Now, because it's exactly 50 words, it means if we double their score, it'll give us a percentage accuracy. So if they got 35 out of 50 correct, double 35, we can say that they were 70% accurate with their reading. Now, one of those things is more important than anything else. There are 3 things, and it is those 3 things, diagnostic information, fluency measure, percentage accuracy. It's the teacher who then looks at those 3 things to evaluate the progress that's being made by the student. And there is 1 per student, which we can then record and track how they're doing all the way through the Trugs stages, 1 at a time. So it's really, really useful to know how they're getting on, because it informs us as to which games to play next.